Hi, it's Matt here from Go Green Autos. So this is a Toyota Proace electric van for sale. It's a 2021, just turned a year old, and the primary purpose of this video is to explain the condition, and we'll just look at some of the other features of this van and just go through the points that you can't put in text on a website. So this is the Toyota Proace van, but the same van is also the Vauxhall and Opel Vivaro, the Peugeot Dispatch, the Citroen Expert, and now also the Fiat Scudo, I think it's called. But anyway, these vans come with either a 50 or 75 kilowatt hour pack which sits down there under the floor. This one is the 50 kilowatt version, and the Toyotas are a medium wheelbase. There are only one size on the Toyotas, but the medium wheelbase is the most popular. So first off, let's look at some of the practicality of these vans. So they do have a sliding door on both sides and a really wide sliding door as well, wide enough to load a pallet in. This is ply lined with some aluminium strips here as well, tie down points. We've got a window here up on the bulkhead with the metal grid on. Not that that's much use because it doesn't have glazed doors. Here we've got a flap which you can open, and then you can load long items through to the cabin, which is very useful if you want to carry timber, copper pipe or conduit or stuff like that. You just got to lift that up a bit when you shut it, and then obviously twin opening back doors. And these doors do open 180 degrees as well if you want to load with a forklift. And then also at the back here we've got parking sensors along the rear bumper, and green number plates, of course, to show it is a zero emission vehicle. And then at the front here, when you're loading stuff through, you can flip up the passenger seat. This is the charging cables, but yeah, you can load stuff all the way through right to the footwell there under the dash. And then you've got a folding armrest there for the driver, and then in this middle seat it does flip up with some under-seat storage there, and then you can flip down this middle section where you've got this table that you can use for sort of writing or put a laptop on, or probably more commonly eat your McDonald's lunch off it. Little pocket there. We've got very large glove box there, storage in here, storage there, that's ideal for your mobile phone. We've also got a huge storage bin on top of the dash, and massive door bins on these vans. They're absolutely huge. So you've got big storage here, a little bit there, a little separate bit there that's not joined to that bit, and then quite a deep section here as well. And then on the driver's side, the driver's seat is height adjustable. There is also a lumbar support down there under the arm. The seats have all got this sort of vinyl, part fabric covering to them. And then if I just jump up, I'll shut this door. So the mileage of this van is only 5,732 miles. So let's just start it up. We've got a traditional key here. So to start it, you put your foot on the brake, turn the key on, and then turn it round as if you were starting a normal motor, and then when it says ready there, it is started. So this has a DAB radio. Also then, if I put it into reverse, we have our sensor display up there on the screen. Bluetooth telephone. It's also got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well. And we've got air conditioning as well, and then down here we've got our gear selector, reverse, neutral and drive. We've also got a B mode for increased regenerative braking. Here we can select our drive mode, and we can toggle between power, which effectively is sport, normal mode or eco mode. And then you push the P button here to put it into park, and we've got electric handbrake down here between the seats. So this has the 50 kilowatt hour pack, as I said. In reality that's about 45 kilowatt hours of usable capacity, because the BMS, the battery management system, keeps a bit top and bottom in reserve that you can't access as a driver, and that's all about prolonging the life of the pack. And the reality is the battery pack will probably last the life of the vehicle. They have an 8-year warranty on the pack, all the details of that on the website. So as far as range goes, there's obviously a lot of factors which affect range, primarily driving style and heater use. I've got all the details on the website in terms of range and charging, so I'm not going to go into that on this video. So in terms of charging, the charge port is here on the near side front wing, and these do have DC rapid charging. So at the top is a Type 1 port, and that's for AC charging, so typically charging at base overnight, and the bottom is your DC rapid charging. This is called a CCS port, and typically you would use your rapid charging when you're out on the road and you want to do that quick charge to extend the range. So I'm not going to go into all the charging specs and times because all that information is on the website, so do go there for all of that. But these vans do also have a delayed charging function. You can push that button there. It's a bit limited, you can't specify any times. That will just delay it till midnight. However, if you want to change that time, then the Toyota dealer can do that for you. And then, as you saw earlier, under the seat here are two bags, and these are your charge cables. This is a portable charger, often called a granny cable, which has a 3-pin plug on the end, and that allows you to charge the vehicle from a normal 230 volt main socket. So that's useful if you're on site. If you're on site for sort of 6, 7, 8 hours a day or whatever, then obviously you can charge anywhere. But also useful until you get a wall charger, because you can just charge the van on a normal main socket. And then this is your Type 2 to Type 2 charging cable, and this is what you would use to connect into that wall charger when you get one fitted, or if you're out and about and you use a public slow AC charger, then you're going to need that cable. You don't need a cable when you're rapid charging because those are always on the chargers. So this van does have 2 keys, and then we've got the paperwork here, got the logbook of course, and the registration date is the 27th of August 2021, so it's just turned a year old, and it has just had its first service as well on the 7th of the 9th 2022 at 5,643 miles. So the servicing on these is the first year, and then every 2 years thereafter, so you've got another 2 years before that needs servicing. And the details on that and the warranty is all on the website of course as well. So finally, let's talk about the condition, because that's the primary purpose of this video, and all of our vehicles go without viewings because of the attention to detail in these videos. So I don't hide anything. I show every little minor stone chip, scratch or mark I can find, because I want people to know exactly what they're getting. And I point out things that people don't even notice or wouldn't see, or majority of times don't care. But there's no nasty surprises. You know exactly what you're buying, and then that gives you the confidence to buy the vehicle from afar. You don't need to come and view it, and then we get the vehicle delivered to you. But being a 2021 model, it's only a year old, it's only done 5,500 miles, so generally it's all still looking like new, and it's in this very nice metallic dark grey, so a very modern colour. That is a paint option, so an upgrade, and it looks particularly good. So yeah, it really does sparkle and shine, and it's a really nice looking van. But I'll do a quick walk around because there's a couple of minor little things I'm going to show you. All the tyre treads depths are on the website. They're all very good because it's done such low mileage. The wheel trim's all very good as well. There are no dents at all or any scratches on the vehicle. There might be the odd hairline scratch underneath the door handles, but all very good. There are a couple of tiny little stone chips. There's 2 tiny little ones there on the door. A tiny little one there. The white paint hasn't come in yet, so they will all be touched up. There was one on this side somewhere. Yes, there was a tiny little stone chip there, but again that will have a bit of the correct paint in when that arrives. But yeah, it's immaculate really. Looking round the back, there's nothing to note apart from again a tiny little stone chip on the door, but you know, it has been used. But it is exceptional for a van. It's had very light use. The ply lining on the doors and everything's really nice condition, as is all of it. There's no splintering yet, and it is fully lined as well. but yes, had very light use. And then it's all the same down this side, absolutely immaculate. Again, tiny little chips. Stone chips tend to show up more on a dark vehicle because you can see the white undercoat, but yeah, the edges of the door all very good and better than average. So yeah, it's all in very nice condition. The only two things of any significance which I'm going to show you, which again are very minor, there's a bit of wear there on the carpet mat. These carpets are very thin, as you can see. They've just got foam on the underside. The floor is just dust. Floor is immaculate underneath. It's surprising that they've worn out on the hill as quick as that at only 5,500 miles. But it just shows how cheap and nasty these carpets are. But of course you can buy a new carpet when that has worn out, and probably a third-party carpet would be better quality, I should say. And then coming round on this side, the only other thing is there is a dent here and a dent there, where obviously something has been caught in the door and the door's been slammed on it. Whether it's a seatbelt buckle, I don't know. I doubt it because it's too low. But it's inside, it's just on that sill there, doing no harm, but that's it. Apart from that, it's a really good looking vehicle, and there's also no stone chips in the screen either. So I think that's it, and all the other information's on the website, as I said. So if you're interested, then do give me a call or email. As I said, I can deliver these anywhere in the country. Obviously it does come with a cost now, particularly with the higher fuel prices. So just give me your postcode and I'll let you know what that will cost. Also, these are too heavy to go on a 3.5 tonner, so these do cost a little bit more to deliver, purely because of the weight, because they've got to go on a bigger truck. So that's it, and I hope you found this video useful, and as I said, all the details are on the website.